Jacques, there was a sense of inevitability once they signed Colapinto as a reserve driver. Was it a case of when rather than if?
Correct. The writing was there, and sadly, didn't do enough. Didn't do what was necessary. If you take football, you'll be benched. That's just the way it is. This is F1. You're supposed to be quick enough to bring something to the table, and he wasn't. He wasn't bringing sponsors. He wasn't bringing image and results.
Okay, well, I mean, just looking at our little graph there, I mean, yes, he was out-qualified 5-1, Jamie, but actually in racing terms, he out-raced Gasly twice. The problem was that didn't convert into points.
It didn't. To be honest, I was actually quite impressed with Jacques in his first few races, just given the fact that he came into it as a complete rookie. He had done a little bit of F1 testing prior to that, but he was very much a rookie. The problem is he would have had to have set the world alight to have outshone someone like Franco Colapinto, who came in last year and really did blow the doors off a little bit. So I think it's, like you say, a little bit inevitability. And I do think from a team point of view, if they were going to do it, you kind of have to rip the Band-Aid off, and they have to do it at some point and give Franco these 3 races now, which I don't think is a bad thing. That said, it's incredibly tough for Jacques, and I don't think he was given quite the opportunity to really show what he could do.
I mean, it really is tough, particularly when you compare it to the way young rookie drivers are handled at, say, Mercedes. Much more protected, I guess. What can Franco do in what he's been told is a 5-race stretch? We saw some great performances from him in Monza and Baku, but a few crashes later in the year as well.
Well, you just said it. He's fast, but he's also a crasher. So which Franco will we get? And it's always a toss of the dice. You don't know. So will he be able to be as fast without crashing, or will he have to slow down to not crash? That's the big question, and we'll find out because he's had a year to digest his last season. I
mean, it's never easy to come in these circumstances, but as he says, you never know when you're going to get the call-up. He's had the call-up before. Interestingly, then, he knew it was a finite run. This time round, he is fighting for a race seat. Will that change his mindset?
Potentially. I think what's good for him now is at tracks he knows. He's at European tracks. He's done a lot in the junior categories here. Last year, he's thrown into a lot of tracks he wouldn't have known. He had Kota, he had Singapore, he had tracks that really were challenging. So I think in that sense, it's going to be a little bit easier for him. That said, I think he's really got to hammer down as a race driver now. He can't just show, exactly as Jacques said, flashes of speed. He's got to show complete weekend performances. He's got to get those points in for the team, and that's what will make the difference if he can make out for the rest of the year.
He certainly seems very relaxed, doesn't he? He's very chilled out.
Well, he's got backing. So he's already bringing something to the table that the previous driver
so he knows
wasn't.
his value.
So, yes.
Yeah, okay.